Hi, I'm Stephen Forte, and I'm here with Billy Hollis. So, Billy, what is your award? What is your MVP award in?
I'm an MVP in Visual Basic.
Visual Basic, so am I. That's excellent.
I did not know you were an MVP in Visual Basic.
Many people think I'm a SQL MVP, but
yes.
I play many different sides. And how long have you been an MVP?
I've been an MVP, I think, for 4 years now. When they did the expansion from just forum-based stuff to people who wrote a lot of books and spoke at conferences and things like that, I slipped in then.
Slipped in, they let you through.
They did.
So what do you think is probably the biggest benefit about being an MVP?
Well, I enjoyed coming to the MVP Summit a lot. I hated that I had to miss the last one, but there are a lot of interesting things there to get a feel for some of the future technology and network with a lot of the other MVPs. Get a chance to talk to the product teams when we're up there at the MVP Summit. So that's probably the highlight is that.
What about networking with other MVPs like here at TechEd, at the Summit, user groups at CodeCamp?
That's one of the great things. When you get into a community like that, then when you go to an event like this, you just wander around and there's people you know.
Everywhere.
All over the place.
It's like homecoming. Right?
I vividly remember my very first TechEd, which would have probably been 1998. And I really didn't know anybody. And you know, I'm fairly gregarious. I'll sit down at a table and talk to anyone. But you build up people over the time, and then the MVP program and some of the other Microsoft things I've gotten involved in, I now know a lot of people.
It's an instant family.
That's right.
When you're an MVP. So, Bill, what are some of the cool pieces of technology you see out there? And think big. I mean, tell us, what you think is out there.
Well, now, see, that's a question that'll take a lot longer than we have because there's. Over the past 3 or 4 years, there's been just an avalanche of new things, and you have to sort of sort through what you're interested in, the things that resonate with you. The things that resonate with me most tend to be the user experience things. That's where I've spent a lot of time. So I'm heavily into WPF and Silverlight. Finished a production application, me and my team, that are actually demoing down in the WPF booth as an example of a WPF application.
And one last question, what are you speaking on this week at TechEd? I know you have a very unique session this year that might be the first time this topic has ever been covered at TechEd or any other technical conference.
And the first time and maybe the last time. We'll see. I had a session yesterday where I basically talked about that avalanche of technology and the complexity that comes with it, and did a little bit of ranting about it because I think
I've been told it was a little bit like a stand-up comedy show.
It was. It was about it was kind of for a change of pace. It was about halfway through TechEd. Give people a chance to see something a little bit different. What I'm afraid of is that when you rant. And I talked about this at the very beginning of the session. There are people in this industry with no sense of humor whatsoever.
But they're not MVPs.
Oh, I've never met an MVP that didn't have a sense of humor. That's good. So I did maybe offend some people, but the audience seemed to like it, and I had a great time.
That's all that matters, that the audience went away happy and you transfer some knowledge. Well, Billy, it's been a pleasure talking with you.
Well, thanks, Stephen.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.